Hello, I'm Carla. This is Joe. Today we're running through Trikonasana. Trikonasana is one of the basic standard yoga poses. It is Trikonasana. Trikona means a triangle. So 3 is 3 corners and angle, and it's the triangle pose. And there's lots of triangles in Trikonasana. There's lots of ways to do the pose. There's many supports you can take. And we're just going to cover a few basics in Trikonasana for today. So Joe is going to stand in the middle of the mat, and we're coming to stepping or jumping the feet apart to Utthita Hasta Padasana. Utthita means stretched or extended, Hasta, and Padasana is the feet. We're going to turn the right foot out completely. You want to turn it right at the root of the thigh so that your right knee faces the toes. The left heel, turn it out or turn the toes in slightly. In classic Trikonasana, you can rest your hand on the shin. If it's easier for you to have a brick, you're going to take a brick. In Trikonasana, you can see here in Utthita Hastasana, these two sides of the body are equally long, and you want to maintain that in Trikonasana. So for most people, you just crash down, and then this gets all scrunched up, and the top side is much longer. So that isn't exactly the shape you're going for. You want to move from the root of the thigh to the opposite side, get that extension and come over with extension on that side of the body. You can rest your hand on your shin, the fingers go back, the thumb is forward, and this top side and the bottom side have to be equally long. So you continuously move the root of the right thigh to the left, and the left ribs, if they're popping out, you want to bring the left ribs in. It is also important to watch what your neck is doing in Trikonasana. For now, keep the head just straight up. You want to lift the breastbone and keep the shoulders away from the ears. If you have a neck injury, you can keep your head facing forward. You can also turn the head to look down to the floor. However, in the classic position, you're looking up at your top hand. When you're ready to come up, inflate the chest, find buoyancy in the chest, stretch that top arm up to come up. You turn the feet. You can take your legs a little bit wider here. At any point in your poses, if you need to rest your hands on your hips, you do. The other important thing about Trikonasana is how the legs work. So we're going to go to the left, turning the left leg all the way around, rolling from the inner thigh to the outer to get the knee facing the toes. Now, this right leg, you want to bring the toes slightly in, but you don't want this right knee to face the left. The right inner thigh has to resist back. You're rolling from the right inner thigh to the outer so the knee can face forward. And ideally, you want to get your hip bones to be facing forward. Extend into the fingertips, roll the shoulders away from the ears, strong legs. Keep resisting this right inner thigh, keep the left leg strong and straight, and go over to Trikonasana. If you're unable to keep the top hand up, as a beginner especially, you're welcome to bend the arm and keep the top hand in the waist. Keep lifting the chest, keep releasing the shoulders away from the ears. Remember the strength in your legs, keep gripping up the knees. And from this groin, left groin, you want to open to the right hip. You want to roll the right thigh back. On an inhalation, again, you're going to inhale into that right arm. Use the inhalation to help you to come up. Turn the feet and come back to Tadasana. Right. The other dilemma in Tadasana is when you're coming over into the pose, I'll show from the side, this right buttock has to stay in. If you stick the right buttock out and your head comes forward, then you're not aligned. Ideally in Trikonasana, you want to align yourself over that leg. So one of the ways that you can do that, and especially if you don't have a teacher, is to use the wall. So you're taking your back against the wall, be in the middle of the mat. Make sure you've got a little bit of space, especially if you do have a little bit of a derriere, just to give you space for your butt to move. Difficult to jump when you're against the wall, so you're just going to step the feet wide. Yeah, extend the arms at your sides. So or out at the side. You'll feel the pinkies are touching the wall, the back of the head, the buttocks are against the wall. This helps you with alignment. Turn the right foot out, turn the left toe in. Again, the left bum will become light away from the wall. You want to try and encourage this left leg to be strong and firm. As you exhale, be mindful of this length on the side of the body. Go over to your Trikonasana. Once you're in Trikonasana, use the wall to get yourself aligned. The back of the head is in line with the tailbone. This right buttock is jammed against the wall. You want to coil that right buttock in, opening the right groin, turning the belly from the right to the left. Breathe. Each inhalation, extend the spine. Each inhalation, open up your arms. As you exhale, bring that right buttock in, turn the hips. You can keep your hand on your shin. Try not to grip the toes of the feet. And you're only going to hold the pose as long as you can. When you feel ready, your strong legs, long spine, reach yourself up, turn the feet and step them together. So when you're against the wall, remember, don't jump, rather step the feet together. When you've been in a pose with wide legs, don't jump, step the feet together. Just take care of your body. Right. So Trikonasana, again, we're going to do it to the left. This time, though, we'll turn around and we'll show from the side. So step the feet apart, extend your arms, turn the left foot all the way out. You want to turn from the root of the thigh so that you can already get this buttock, try and encourage the buttock to come in. Keeping the right toes tucked in, so turn the right toes in, right thigh strong, exhale out of the hips, go over to Trikonasana. Remember where you were against the wall. You want to bring the buttock in. You want to line up the chest and the head as if you were against the wall. Back of the neck is long. When you look up at your hand, make sure that you keep the back neck long. Don't throw the head back. When you've been there for a few breaths, strong legs, you want to lift into this right arm to come up, turn the feet, and then step the feet together. Come to Tadasana. Practice it free, practice it against the wall, use bricks if you cannot comfortably reach down. There's no shame even in taking the height of a chair. If you really aren't able to get to your ankle, don't rest on the knee, rather have some support. The bench or a chair will do fine. So Trikonasana, the triangle pose, enjoy practicing it. It's very good for the back, very good for the strength of the arms and the legs, and it really is one of the classic poses in yoga. Thank you for joining.